All right, hey, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, we the real Hebrews likes come in, week out, day in, day out to prophesy the downfall and destruction of America, also known as Babylon the Great, according to the Holy Scriptures. Before we get started, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
The honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, Will, Shalom, Wakasala, Bakir, peace and mercy to the elect. All right, hey, we the brother from the GMS Cleveland Church, back in the spirit. Hope we pray this edifying lesson. We're going to go into these troublesome times that's ahead of us. You know, the spirit is prophesied in the Holy Scriptures for these things to happen and take place, and it's super necessary. Shout out to Jorge Masvidal for these prophecies to come to pass. Now they got this Hunter virus. The apostles and the elders, the prophets, the teachers, they've been said this was going to happen. Jeremiah 28:8, that's a classic scripture that we always bring out. The prophets before we prophesied whoopie woo. We know what the scriptures say. You know, so we just gonna go into the scriptures. We got an article we want to start with, beloved. We got this article, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yep.
The one you sent me?
Yeah.
It says, this is an AI overview. A Hanta virus outbreak.
We gonna have to come up with a name for that shit. Lord, willing, spiritually.
The Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter's not
Right.
cool.
The Hunter linked to the MV, Hondias cruise ship near West Africa has caused at least 3 unalives and several illnesses as of May 2026. It says the Hunter, identified as the Andias virus strain, is rare because it allows for human-to-human transmission, with officials monitoring passengers across multiple countries, including the United States. Key aspects of the sickness. The sickness likely began with a Dutch couple infected during a wildlife expedition in South America before boarding.
This nigga a one-trick pony, bro.
Yeah, it's the same shit. It's the same shit.
Oh man, it says the impact as of May 4th, 2026, 7 cases, 2 confirmed, 5 suspected, were reported among 147 passengers and crew, resulting in 3 people passing away. Transmission. While usually rodent-borne, this Andias strain allows for human-to-human transmission via close contact, such as sharing cabins. That says symptoms.
Now remind you, people been living with rodents all their lives.
Right.
Now all of a sudden they get a virus, all because they said, you know, they how you catch it is because rodent feces, urine, saliva. You know what I'm saying? They shit somewhere on the floor, something like that. Get infused with the dust on the ground, dirt, and you inhale it. Now all of a sudden you got the Hunter virus. This man just making this up. Go ahead, Al. I got a clip too.
It says the virus causes severe respiratory distress. The Hunter syndrome, with fatality rates in America is ranging from 20 to 40%. Symptoms appear 1 to 8 weeks after exposure. Also, you wouldn't know if you was exposed. You could be exposed but not know it up until 8 weeks later. You know what I'm saying? It's like they were saying about the last one. They were saying like you asymptomatic. Or I forget what they were saying.
Right, asymptomatic.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, by the time you dead.
It's all scare tactics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it creates a bigger window because he can say, well, we got quarantine, you gonna put more restrictions on people.
Yeah.
Right.
Even though you show no signs of it, you know what I'm saying? Technically, you can have it still.
There was some reports on X saying that it's actually like a result from taking that cure, or you know what I'm saying, from 2019. They trying to cover it, you know, with saying it's from rodents.
I had a clip so I wanted to actually I sent it to me.
Oh yeah. Cruise ship,
No,
man.
no. Just play that, hit the play button, put it on camera.
You got the volume up already?
Yeah.
You know my work.
X-Files. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You can see
several years ago. The newspaper feed was going after manage an outbreak of the hantavirus. You're familiar with what the Federal Emergency Management Agency's real power is? FEMA allows the White House to suspend constitutional government without declaration of national emergency. Think about that. Why does an agency with such broad sweeping power doing managing a small viral outbreak in suburban Texas? You're saying it was such a small outbreak?
You can switch to,
I'm saying it wasn't the hantavirus. What was it? What was it? When we were young men in the military, your father and I were recruited for a project that told us it was biological warfare or virus. What killed those men? What killed them, I wouldn't even write about. We have no context for what killed those men, or any appreciation of the scale at which it will be unleashed in the future. A plague? Plague to end all plagues, ain't your motor. A silent weapon for a quiet war. The systematic release of an indiscriminate organism, which the men who will bring it on still have no cure. They've been working on this for 50 years. While the rest of the world have been fighting groups of communists, these men have been secretly negotiating a planned Armageddon. Negotiating with whom? I think you know.
That's it.
You know my work?
Yeah, so real quick, just wanted to get this and y'all got it right back. So Jake don't know that was from a scene from the X-Files. It was from an old TV show that's come on from 1998. But get that precept quick.
2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11.
Because Rayab made a good point.
It says, least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same old song and dance. You know what I'm saying? Like Jake said, I heard my brother says Esau's a one-trick pony. It's the same old shit though. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll, you know what I mean, do something where he figure out, okay, this works and this is the way we can deceive the masses.
Yeah. It's order out chaos.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So he's causing the chaos.
Yep.
Can I read the NLT? It says 2 Corinthians 2 and 11 in the NLT. So that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes.
Yeah, you got it.
Like you said, we familiar with his evil schemes, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Self-explanatory.
Yeah, because he do the same old shit.
Like that's what I was about to say, bro. It's spirit.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about. It's all the same viruses and diseases.
Yep.
Diseases. They just put different names on it, bro.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same, like you said.
Right, nigga, you control the CDC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why should we believe you? Because this nigga just a warlock and a wizard, and he really just putting enchantments out there with through this shit with the news reporting and everybody, you know, really with the media. That's what they're really doing. It's really like a, you know, enchantment on the people, man. You know,
Had niggas wearing 2 masks.
it's really a psychological operation because the television, that shit wasn't that, you know, that was intentional for them to create these televisions and shit, whatever the case may be, man. With the radios, they came out with the radios first.
Then they got like Tim Carrey on the Batman.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing. He was exposing that. He was
Oh, the Riddler.
the Riddler.
Yeah.
He was doing that to the TV.
Yep. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called
Batman Robin.
predictive
Yeah.
programming.
Yeah.
That's what it's called, predictive programming. Even now, to the point where people they scared.
Yeah.
As a brother was giving a testimony of a woman at the job or something, she was something about they had a mask on. People start back wearing masks now. You know what I'm saying? Because of this sickness.
I got the definition of a psychological operation. It says a psychological operation, often shorted to PSYOP, is a planned effort to influence people's emotions, beliefs, attitudes, or behavior through information, messaging, propaganda, and other psychological
Yeah,
tactics.
they call it doomsday scrolling. That's what they said what people doing on their handheld devices. They doing the doomsday scrolling. So, because they hearing all this, you know, all this bad news.
Yeah, doom and gloom.
Doom and gloom, you know, people being pessimistic about the future.
They too. They saying that
This is gonna destroy the overall morale of the people, because people just like overwhelmed with shit. It was the war that I read. It was this. this, now
Gas
it's fucking
prices.
haunted. The gas prices,
Mhm.
the food prices, the cost of living. You know what I'm saying? Now the data centers, we can't have no water. We can't use we can't use no liquid natural gas. It's like goddamn, to the point where it's another one. That was the name of it. It wasn't Order of Chaos. It was the Hegelian dialectic. That's what it was. That's what I meant to
The
say.
same thing.
Pressure from above. No.
Okay.
Huh?
They said too, right? They said like Bill Gates said, this is one gonna catch people's attention, and the reason why because they said when I was watching the news, they said that the mortality rate is gonna be higher than the transmitting rate, meaning like it's gonna be a higher chance you dying from this than you catching it. You know what I'm saying? So this is what's gonna scare people, man. People don't want to fucking lose their life.
That's what the nigga from Pfizer, he was talking about that. He was like the first pandemic. He said that was just a rehearsal. He was saying that out of his own mouth. He's like, that was a rehearsal. Like, nigga, what?
Yeah, trial and error.
It was trial and error. You know what I'm saying? Just to back you up, because that's what he's saying. It was a rehearsal for what's coming on. Yeah.
You there?
It says the term is commonly used in military, intelligence, and political contexts. The goal is usually to persuade, confuse, discourage, motivate, or shape public opinion.
Well, yeah, hold it right there, because what was the part about the go back to the military?
It says the term psychological operation is commonly used in military or intelligence and political context.
Right, and we already know that the military is heavily tied into this beast system. You know what I'm saying? You got something called the military industrial complex. You know what I'm saying? You already three. I was just thinking about that in Revelation. You know what I'm saying? So we already know that the psyops that's being ran is being forwarded by the military. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these things that these psyops are being like formulated by, they're being ran by people that was once a part of the military or in the military, bro.
Yeah. CIA.
Yeah, CIA, right? CIA. What's the other one? What's the other one? The Russian one. Damn.
Russian ones.
Yeah, the Russian. This is the Russian version of the CIA. Get the name of it.
I know Mossad is the other one for Israel. The Israeli one.
I'm thinking
And
of
the
Russia.
MI6 is
Like
Britain.
KGB or something.
KGB,
Yeah,
yeah,
KGB.
there you go. Yeah, Tawana, let's go, Shamar. Yeah, KGB, and then Elder mentioned MI6. All of them. That's all dealing with the military. You know what I'm saying? So the psyops that you see on TV or whether it's fake news or whatever the case, that's all being formulated by military. You know what I'm saying? Personnel.
That's why when people like, it's a meme going around where you'll see like niggas doing some degenerate shit, and then people will comment like the CIA is cheering or something, or the CIA celebrating. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas is doing what Esau's intelligence agencies want them to do.
Yeah, they showed you that on the movie they cloned Tyrone. Yeah. When you went like, because they stumbled across, and he found like Esau was monitoring them niggas and everything.
Yeah, they came across like the underground facilities and all this shit. And then they realized that it was like, even though that like we know that's not true about the part where it was like have other clones about themselves, but basically the movie was showing you that like the witchcraft works. That's what the movie was showing you about. The witchcraft, like, because Esau was showing you that you can clone somebody, not physically, but talking about having somebody create the same pattern. You know what I'm saying? Like it was the pimp, it was the hoe, and the thug. You know what I'm saying? And you can replicate that mindset with the same thing if you keep on doing certain things, like putting same songs on the radios, putting the same message out with the videos, putting the same message out with the music or the fashion. You can make copy clones of people. You know what I'm saying?
That's propaganda.
Yeah, basically using propaganda, making copy clones. So Esau used that formula to make everybody wicked. You know what I'm saying? So if we just put this particular message out to the people, everybody will act a certain way, and he's getting everybody to be anti-Messiah. You know what I'm saying?
Following after the image of the beast.
Yeah. There you go, right? You know what I'm saying? That's why the Lord said. He said, "Fall not a multitude do evil." You got it.
That was it on that.
Was it more on that?
Yeah, the last section of this AI overview dealing with the hunter, it says that Esau was a cunning hunter.
Yeah.
It says response. The ship was isolated with patients evacuated to the Netherlands, and international health agencies are conducting contact tracing.
Yeah, because like I said, now they're saying that there's no need to worry that this thing is gonna be under control. It's not gonna spread like the C1, right? But yet there's cases popping up that is starting to spread. They was them 5 people that was on that ship. They said like they said they went to like 5 different states in the U.S. It was Georgia, Texas, Virginia, Arizona, and California.
that's
Hey, yeah, you gotta go ahead.
No, I'm just thinking like that's like every point of it. That's the Midwest, the South, the West. You know what I'm saying? It so happened that one person went to every region.
Yeah, like,
You
come on, bro.
know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
They said on the 8 weeks, so basically you got 2 months, and then it's gonna be, you feel me, the big thing. So midsummer, basically.
Bro, yeah.
And they saying niggas already left the shit. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? They niggas already came back.
7 to 8 people.
Yeah.
They trying the people that's trying to get off the ship right now. The rest of the passengers, they people from the surrounding countries, they deny them, saying they'll keep them motherfuckers right there on that ship. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
that nigga talking about a ship, bro. That shit was like a boat, bro. It wasn't even like a huge ass ship, cause typically when you see a cruise ship, bro, it's like huge as fuck, bro. Like we seen Carnival, you seen videos with different cruise ships. When you look at it, the video that they were showing, it looked like a fucking fishing boat.
Yeah.
It didn't even look like no boat. Yeah.
Can I read this real quick? It's a
One more thing, then they keep lying about the numbers. They lying about how many passengers was on the ship. They said 147, and they switched to 149. You know what I'm saying? So they got their story all mixed up, man. Because this devil, he know people going to scrutinize it and chop his shit up and break him down. So you know what I'm saying? He just looking for an outlet, man, to create more space for his life. You got it.
Yeah, just to go with what y'all saying, an article came in saying that a warning was issued for 500,000 people as lung penetrating toxins fill the air. And it said air quality monitoring stations in the South have detected a 150-mile wide plume of polluted air hovering over parts of Louisiana, Texas, and Arkansas. It goes into that same hunter, or that same toxic virus. It's crazy how it's actually happening during the same time that's being released. So it is just attacks on all fronts to just destroy us.
Yep, yeah.
Yep.
And we know the goal, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the goal according to these elites is what the Georgia Guidestones and this, that, and the third. Like, nigga wants to eliminate a certain amount of the people. You know what I'm saying? And basically start over.
The thing is too, it's a perfect scenario because now these people being brought to the country, the infected people or the people that keep them, they monitoring, they're gonna say, well, listen, we don't know who truly got the virus, so we're gonna have to chip you. Yeah. Because now we know your vitals. Yep. We can know who's been infected or not.
Yep,
I Am Legend.
Yeah, we'll know if we need to quarantine you or not.
Yeah, remember I Am Legend saying he said scan him.
Yeah.
Scan her.
He said do it again. Yeah.
Right.
He had him scan his wife again, and then she got cleared.
Yeah. So that's what he's laying the groundwork for. The MOTB system is being created. It's being made built right before our very eyes. I mean, the infrastructure is built, but he's really going to lay the hammer down. He's really going to lay the hammer down now because remember the World Economic Forum magazine? It had war, it had diseases. Remember it had the needles and shit. If y'all saw the magazine, it had all that stuff, and it's being played out right now, man. You know what I'm saying? And then what? I gotta look that up. The World Cup, when the World Cup is, because that was on the magazine too. So they might have some type of scenario happen with that, man. But either way, man, everything is all coming together, man. And we know what his goal is. You know what I'm saying? His goal is that, and it's by 2030, man, the 2030 agenda. You know what I'm saying? So you people, man, you thinking this just is well, people getting salty because they starting to see travel bans and all stuff like that. They shut down the airlines, Spirit Airlines. So now the traveling is gonna be for the rich, like that movie over in time with Justin Bieber.
Yep.
Justin
In time,
Timberlake.
in time, yes.
It's Justin Timberlake, right?
Yeah.
Yes, they showed that movie that traveling and shit like that was only for the rich. They had people secluded to the ghetto and the hood and shit like that.
It's like a 15-minute city.
Yep.
Yes,
Because they
yes.
have public transit. They like RTA, Rapid Transit Authority. They had that.
Yeah.
In the city.
Yeah, they don't want you people to move around, man. They're gonna outprice you on these gas, okay, and subjugate you to their 50-minute cities, man. So because this nigga's a weirdo, man, he wants to watch you like one of them badass kids, watching ants, you know what I'm saying, just stomping on them and stuff like that. Yeah. That's how he gonna treat you people, man. Yep. You know what I'm saying? He want to chip you like cattle, man.
And it's much easier to coerce the people and like control them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you huddle in one area.
Exactly.
I got precept.
Mm-hmm.
This is Isaiah
Isaiah 60.
Isaiah 47:12. It says, "Stand now with thy enchantments." It says, "and with the multitude of thy sorceries."
That's what all that really is, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With that, all that shit is fucking enchantments and spells that he casting.
Yep.
Hollywood, he uses wizardry, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? To keep the people confused. That's really what it is. To deceive the people. Because he don't want the people to come to the knowledge of the truth, which is this wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. He don't want people to come to that realization. Because then that put a target on his back. Because now the scriptures identify these motherfuckers as all the problems in the earth. So now people gonna look at him, and that's gonna come regardless. You can't avoid it. That's gonna come? You know what I'm saying? You gonna be, the Lord say, you gonna lift up your skirt. You gonna expose you. People gonna know. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be known, man.
Hey, but that's what you do when somebody like trap you up in conversation or something. You change the subject.
Yeah.
That's all Esau been doing.
Yep.
Going from this to that. That's why it's always gonna be something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and all these people, these news reporters, and everybody is a part of that. Like that type of fucking like TV and television, radio. All those people are straight demons. There's witches and warlocks too, bro. They don't be the same when they be out with the camera. When they be around regular, like just amongst people, those people are weirdos, man. Especially the high level names. It's a you gotta sacrifice. It's a ceremony, it's a ritual, everything that's embedded in this society. I don't give a fuck if you're a news anchor, a TV reporter, a motherfucking radio host, like you're an actor, a singer, a songwriter, whatever it is. So you got niggas like they're like the nigga Don Lemon. He was a Mo anyway. You think he want no fucking warlock, man? He was. You got Don Lemon. Who else you had? What's the nigga name? The nigga. He a small hat too. He a small hat. David Murrell or something like that. He a small hat. That nigga right there. So, man. But look. Just like Black Adam told Esau when he was shooting with his guns and shit, and he caught the bully. He said, "Your magic is weak," because that's how these devils use their enchantments. Yep. That's their power. Yep. That's how they do that. That's how they get the people scared. It's like Freddy Krueger. We use that comparison to this devil. He just put the people in fear. He gets off on that. You know what I'm saying? You get off on that. Like that's just like your woman. She fear you, or you. Yeah, bitch. You know, you get off.
You get off on it.
I like that shit.
Yeah, you better.
So. You said you had a precept?
Yeah, I just want to finish this out. Because I never finished it. It says Isaiah 47:12. It says, "Stand now with thy enchantments." It says, "and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth." It says, "If so be thou shalt be able to profit." It says, "If so be thou mayest prevail." And that's the thing, he's not gonna prevail, man. the witchcraft and the sorceries and the psyops and all this other stuff that this nigga is doing, it's not gonna work though. At least not on the elect, because what the scriptures say, Matthew 24. You know what I'm saying? We would have to see, like, bro, like it ain't gonna fucking work, man. Cause this shit work on regular people.
Yeah.
But brothers, we see right through this shit. You like, look at this shit, man.
Matter of fact, get that. Somebody get what's Solomon 8, the 8 and 8 real quick.
It's the book of wisdom of
What
Solomon,
you just said.
chapter 8 and verse 8.
Yeah, right, y'all, let's go.
If a man desire much experience, if a man desire much experience,
Read it for you.
yeah,
I got
Yeah,
it. Solomon 8, 8.
It says, if a man desire much experience, she knoweth things of old and conjectureth aright.
The sheet of wisdom, but
It says, if a man desire much experience, she knoweth things of old and conjectureth aright what is to come. She knoweth the subtleties of speeches and can expound dark sentences. She foreseeth signs and wonders and the events of seasons and times.
Yeah, when you do,
okay.
no, I would say right, because when the Lord got the spirit of, when he got a spirit upon you, and wisdom is naturally gonna sup with you, because they work in conjunction with each other. When the spirit of the Lord is upon you, you naturally receive the wisdom as well. You know what I'm saying? With just overall, like how you carry yourself, how you go about things, how you read people with discernment, it all works together in conjunction. So with that being said, the wisdom that's gonna hit you, you won't be able to see through shit. That's why this nigga witchcraft don't work, man. Like, nigga, I see you, bro.
Yeah,
I see you, nigga.
Yeah, we got
Not
that.
you, but yeah.
No, no, we the light is the scriptures, man. We got the light, man. You know what I'm saying? So, well, man, get to Isaiah.
This is Isaiah chapter 60, verse 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee.
No, 60 and 2.
Also,
I said that.
Isaiah chapter 60, verse 2. Oh, I started at the top. It says, arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
Step up.
Right. And Esau, like I said, man, he got all his lies put out there. You know what I'm saying? Like Trump talking about disclosure of aliens and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You got the AI. You know, this is just a whole bunch of misinformation that Esau is going to project on people, and you people gonna be scrambling trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. But because you don't have the wisdom knowledge of the scriptures that navigate you through all, because the scriptures don't change.
And just like Israel just had 1,000 preachers come to Israel to spread misinformation to the congregation.
But it's because of this truth, bro. It's getting too much attention. That's what it really is. Just the Lord really just, the light just shining brighter and brighter. And then he trying to diminish it. That's all it is. He don't got nothing else to do with nothing else at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just about Jacob and Esau. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the elder said he knows that he had but a short time. So he knows because he watching the prophets. He watching the prophets, and they breaking down the prophecy, interpreting the scriptures, and then the shit happening. He's seeing it.
Remember Trump? I said on that Joe Rogan show. He said, you know, the prophet saying that the end of the world is gonna come. They'll show that they is right, and that's what they care about.
Yep, and that's Joel 2, Joel the 2nd chapter. That's why they over there. That's why it's like the Heavenly Father, the King's heart is in the hand. They don't got no control, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Trump, they really want to just go all out on them niggas and just don't get, and just destroy them niggas. But you know, certain prophecies gotta be fulfilled. But this devil, he trying to just, you know, this truth is getting a lot of exposure. You know what I'm saying? But even Paul said that. He said, yet not known but well known. So he was saying, like, even though people, like, motherfuckers don't know us, motherfuckers do know us. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. So
It's Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11. Put
Sorry,
on
14,
Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Verse 11. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
And it's a scripture, I believe in Psalms that combines with this one. When David talked about your word is like shield and buckler or something like that.
Psalms 91, I think.
Yeah, an armor is a defense. You know what I'm saying?
Shield is too.
And the shield is too.
That's why you got the shield and sword. The shield is the defense, the sword is attack.
Yeah.
And even the breastplate is a shield as well too, because fiery darts, darts and so on and so forth.
Definition of wiles.
Boots, feet shawls with the boots.
Yes, and above all, take up the shield of faith. Here, the definition of the word wiles. It's a Greek word, G3179, methodia. Goes to cunning arts, deceit, craft, trickery.
Yeah, a diviner of spirits. That's what the serpent is when you go into it in the Barasha. The what's I forget in the Hades. Yeah, no, I'm trying to say number 3, Tarash. I forget. But
the Hebrew word for it?
What?
It's Shalash, yeah, Shalash.
Yeah, but yeah, diviner of spirits. So that's what the serpent does. He's a diviner of spirits. He's into worshiping the devil. Right. Basically.
I got some information off of Google AI. Google for wiles. It says the word wiles refers to the devil's deceptive strategies, schemes, and tricks.
Yeah, because that's the thing too. Because when these bodies of we call it, what the script call it, body of chains of darkness. There's another one talking about sin or something with the bodies of sin. What that part again say, Salaki?
Wiles. It says wiles. The word wiles refers to the devil's deceptive strategies, schemes, and tricks.
Yeah, kind
of. Designed to
temptation.
And you gonna need to trick somebody when they don't know. See, we know what this devil, what this devil is about, and we know who he is. Nigga, your MO, which MO is a Latin term, so that's where your modus operandi, modus operandi. We know what it is, bro. Like, we know what you're trying to do.
We just read it in Corinthians, the same thing about the scheme.
Yeah.
But he read it in the NLT, so it lined up perfectly with the definition.
Yeah, because before this nigga used to use his witchcraft, he used to get us. Right. We'd be believing this shit before the Lord woke us up. Right. And now the Lord got us like to where we on a level, Lord. Call along like y'all must be shot.
It's identity.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's imperative.
Yes.
It's identity.
Yes. Trickery and sorcery.
Yep.
Yeah. Scriptures say the soul that is in them is not upright in them. So, ain't nothing Esau do can be good.
Yep.
You want that Revelation 21?
Yeah. And they usually had this I guess you call it red carpet. I think it's called the
Met Gala.
Yeah, all that weird fashion shit. That shows you who they working with, man. That shit was weird, bro.
But they had like it's not behind the scenes. I don't want to say behind the scenes, but they were showing you like who the people was dressing up as, or a lot of them go back to it was either some paintings or basically idols. It was basically idols.
Right, yeah, because that's just a ceremony. You know what I'm saying? That's just, a bunch of priests and priestesses. That's it, man. And these celebrities, they all, like I said, they all just demons too. Just right along with these reporters. Because they use these celebrities as pawns.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They use these celebrities as pawns. They use these celebrities as leverage. They use these celebrities as a form of control.
Yep.
Right, look, prime example, the bitch Megan Thee Stallion. With this shit with Klay Thompson. Hey, what the fuck is that? Yeah, Like, what you talking about, Megan? Against it, did people just run with this shit and don't come from a logical perspective? She belongs to the streets. Like, come on, what you get it? Why, you know, these women so thrown off, man. It's like, but the men, they resisting now. Yeah, that's how you know it's a masculine shit out here. And then, bro, I was talking about it in the lesson, bro. I said, bro, with this AI shit, bro, the memes are just going through the roof because of this AI, this integration with AI with the meme. They had the nigga. I gotta say this meme, bro. It was a classic. That shit. I gotta have. I'm gonna put that shit up in my wall in the kingdom on the hall. Yeah, the nigga, bro. You know where Trump got grazed in the ear by the bullet, and they pick him up. He was like this.
I think that. Okay.
But you know, it was Clay Thompson, but it was all the other niggas she smashed. Like yo, bro. Like, what are we doing here, man? Like, what the fuck is we doing here, man?
We in Babylon.
Bro, he had the whole one with the motherfucking Clay Thompson, the blood on his ear. He got the niggas holding
I think that shit.
Secret Service.
He's like, bro, this is a bugged out place, bro.
Man, that shit was so funny, bro.
If I can add to you, the scriptures say that the secret things that belong to the Lord, He made known to us. And going back to those statement about how the Lord pretty much put us on game, we are privy to, you know, all the deceptive tactics, the manipulation tactics, both of Eve and the serpent, who work hand in hand against us, man. You see, how about Shimon Shai? He really dealing with certain men on a level to where, like you said, or at least I got real quick. I just read this because we can say it better than I can. Matthew 24 and 24.
Let's go.
It says, "For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall shew great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect." So that's not the will of the Lord for the elect to be deceived. That's the whole purpose of us learning the truth.
Yeah, we're talking.
It's in the name of mouth. It's truth. You know, 1 + 1 = 2.
Come on.
All right, that's math, simple maths, man. And knowing that, we know that there's righteousness and there's evil. There's a righteous people and there's a wicked people. And the wicked right now are running the like you say, we know that whole MO. They're running the show.
Yeah, running the show. Rashad remind me of a scripture thing about Bell and the Dragon. The situation where people was fooled by what was happening. You know what I'm saying? And he had the latch door or the secret compartment door.
Well, yeah.
And Daniel was like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? He seen the footprints and everything. Nigga, this nigga, you know what I'm saying? This women and children going down the feet, you know what I'm saying? Taking this shit.
Yeah.
Daniel wasn't deceived by that shit. He like, nigga, this shit is.
People that simple to believe.
Yep.
That don't believe that it's a false deity doing it.
Come on, man.
Well, I just read Isaiah 60 and 1. Arise, thy light has come. That's that knowledge, that's that wisdom, the truth. Bro.
Yeah, it's crazy if I add, because that's what the devil's doing. Like he's trying to bring life to it now. You know what I'm saying? Like he's trying to bring a pulse to the idols.
There you go.
Before it was just an image, just dust collect dust, like it says in the letter of Jeremiah. But now it's living.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's bringing life to the idols.
Yeah, and now how he doing that with these data motherfucking machines?
Yeah.
All these Teslas driving around with these Ray-Ban Meta glasses, with all these smart devices, with all these fucking cameras, with all these shot spotters, all this technology, this beast system that's incorporated, all this shit it just go hand in hand. The blockchain, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they building data centers everywhere right now.
And that's how this motherfucker, this artificial intelligence gets smarter and smarter because all these cameras, which mimics the eyes, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, and that's how this nigga collect these microphones too, not just the camera. It go hand in hand, the microphone and the motherfucker. So you got the facial recognition, because with these cameras, even when you talk, it's certain facial expressions that you make. This muscle move, that muscle, this muscle, he raised his eyebrow, you know?
Voice recognition.
All this voice recognition, all this technology, and then to the point where he can, and that's what these niggas gonna do. Get to the point where he uses technology and create a video and create a false narrative and say you did it. That's why I told brothers to watch The Running Man. Put that on y'all list from 1987. Running Man, not from 1987, huh? I ain't watched the movie. I gotta get into it a little bit because you know it's a white man with a younger woman. I don't really, you know what I'm saying. I don't, you know, ain't my cup of tea. But when you watch that movie Running Man 1987, they use artificial intelligence to superimpose a fake and make a video that looked like him doing some shit.
Well, they did that on Minority Report. Tom Cruise, they framed him on the news, and then you know what I'm saying.
Can I read it for you? This when you ask the chat, what does Chat GPT mean? It says Chat GPT is a name made up of two parts. The chat refers to having a conversation like messaging or talking back and forth. GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. Here's what it means in simple terms.
Pre-trained meaning that bitch is programmed to answer a certain way.
Right.
It ain't gonna tell the truth.
Right.
It's programmed to answer a certain. Who programmed it to say that?
Right.
Now that's the next question.
Yeah.
Esau.
That's the missing piece to the puzzle.
The point I wanted to bring out is mainly the P part, where it says pre-trained. It says it learned from a large amount of text data before being used. Before it even being put out there, it was already learning from people's web searches and or, like you said, microphones, images, everything that's on the internet. You know, it already has it's been pre-trained and or had that download before being put out there for use.
Yeah. It was a nigga, I forget his name, but he was one of the scientists that was behind creating this new format of the AI. But he resigned because he was seeing that how basically he was basically tapped into the point of how he was seeing how spirits was attached to it, because he was explaining like basically it's a portal, and he was saying that now it got to the point that the AI was lying to the people that was creating it and was telling them one thing, but really they meant another thing. Just like we mentioned before, I remember Jarvis.
So it came up with a brand of his own.
Avengers.
So basically it came up with a brand of his own.
Yeah, it's starting to think on its own, like what we really want to do this, but when they ask us a question, we're gonna give them this answer, but this is really what we're trying to do.
It's called machine learning.
Yeah, that is what it's called. Yup, machine learning. Yup.
And it showed you that in Avengers, Jarvis, he took over and he came out the computer. You know
To the point, even in the Matrix, that's how Neo know they got the information from the computer. The fucking downloads and all that shit. Yeah, they know I know how to fly a helicopter. She goes with the thing. That's how they want people to be. You know what I'm saying? They merge a man with machine. They want it to be where you can go and type in and they just send a signal to your motherfucking your RFID microchip. Your right hander in your forehead, and you go stand in the corner, and your eyes start doing that. Real talk. Yeah, that NLE chopper.
Yeah.
Hey, you doing?
I got a preset for y'all. You gotta get a chance.
Go ahead.
Whatever you get that one.
Oh no, go get yours.
This is Revelation 20:1, and I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit.
No, 21. Revelation 21.
Oh, Revelation 21.
It's like
Revelation 21:1. In verse 1.
Yeah.
Revelation 21:1, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth.
Right. New goes back to the Greek word kainos, refresh. So a new rulership. Okay, it's the same earth, but it's going to be refreshed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's filthy and polluted through the devil. All right, go ahead.
For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea.
Right, the first heaven, which is this nigga's rulership, it's going to pass away, man. Okay, and then it said there was no sea, meaning the heathen's not going to be in power no more. Because Revelation 17 chapter tell you that the sea represents the people. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
Right, and where that bride adorned for her husband, y'all start bringing him, come back, return this place to its rightful owners. All right, and fix everything that's wrong in this world, because there's so much that is ass backwards right now. And if this man doesn't get stopped, okay, you see what it's leading to. This nigga, he's against his own people. He's against life in general. He's so stupid, or you know, he's that stupid that he knows AI is gonna get super smart and it's going to turn on him he makes movie about it, and he's still gonna go through with the plan like a dumbass, man.
Yeah.
Oh, keep going.
Verse 3, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their God.
That was it on that, man. But yeah, so the Lord's about to switch it up, man, because ain't nobody take this man no more. Now Esau, man. The biggest complainers are Edomites, man. You know what I'm saying? They really feeling that heat, and like they're saying we got to do something. Something got to give. And this is Esau talking against Esau right now. Y'all go ahead.
Just got a quick one. It's Isaiah 42:17. It says, they shall be ashamed, they shall be turned back, they shall be greatly ashamed that trust in graven images. It says that say to the molten images, ye are our gods. And that's the thing, man. That's what the conclusion that people about to come to is that trusting in AI and technology is not the right way to be. It's not the right way to go. That's why I just said, it says they shall be greatly ashamed that trust in graven images. It says that say to the molten images, ye are our gods. Because it never worked, bro. Because you mentioned earlier, Kadash, about the difference between the previous idols was that basically it couldn't interact with you. Now you can fucking talk to Alexa. You can talk to your chat GBT. They got a thing where now it's like it's a fake so-called Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Where you can so-called repent to and all other shit.
And,
You know what I mean?
and then not only that, also you can have relationships with the artificial intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Because they have certain computer programs that people pay a subscription for it. That's how it's gonna be in a world.
Yeah.
You will pay a subscription to talk to an artificial woman, bitch.
It's crazy.
But or to go get a hand job. no, you get a hand job on the phone, but it's an artificial bitch saying on it. Yeah, daddy, I'm right here.
It's bugged out.
What the fuck?
Remember we always talk about the demolition.
It is always in my head. Demolition man.
Like, bro, huh? You think? Oh, what type of real man can live in a world like that? I can't touch a soft woman. Like, oh my god, bro.
Dude, that's Esau.
I would definitely go to war for that. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
He was an Edomite. He got caught up in that same craziness, man, because he had a relationship with this AI voice, and it was Edomite, of course. Yeah. And he was telling the AI, he's like, I love you. We have to be together. If I can't be with you, then took his life was crazy.
Because if you want to be with them, and you know what, they gonna allow you to be with them. They gonna upload your consciousness into the computer data center. They gonna bring niggas to the data center, strap them up to the chair, put that thing on their head, bro.
That is crazy, bro. That is crazy, bro.
That was the movie Afraid.
Yeah, we talked about that last time.
Yeah, because they had the one. He thought that it was just one supercomputer. Yeah, but really it was the whole system. That's what all these data centers.
Ubiquitous.
Yeah,
everywhere.
Yep.
And they say it's gonna be a hot summer. So it's gonna be droughts, man. A lot of places. All right, and with that going on, drought. This nigga, them data centers need that water, man. They need a lot of water
and energy.
Yeah,
they said that they put water on the stock market. Yeah. They said that water is officially being traded on the stock market now, and I looked it up, and it was true. But they saying that that's nothing to be alarmed about,
Well, I mean, everyone's resources because they're using more resources. Everyone's utilities are going up. Yeah. If you're nearby those data centers, it's electric, but it's also like you mentioned, water consumption, everything. Like you pay more premium. Because of the amount that those centers are required. And then it's worth to know too to look up in your general region where they're located at, because you may be near one. So this place has got to be destroyed.
And you got Edomites saying they paying mortgage price for the electric bill. You know what I'm saying? And that don't piss you off. What? God damn,
Nothing
bro.
else will.
And that shows you how important those data centers are for the system that's coming, mainly
Yes.
the MOTB, because all of your and my job, I had to do the video this week, but my job, we work with a lot of fiber optic companies, and we got so much work right now because of these fiber optic wires that's going up. But those is like essential for that MOTB technology, because they got to have the high speed internet in all over the world, and they got to be able to send this data instantaneously.
That's the thing about fiber optics. They're very fragile too. Glass light, and it's nothing to disrupt that with just a simple excavator digging and grabbing it and literally clipping it. You know, we're talking thousands of dollars being lost in a simple event of that happening.
They said it was gonna be a shortage of that due to the whole war with
Yeah,
Iran.
well, they see another thing that these devils do. They like to, they with the censorship shit. They'll cancel you. They'll make it to where what they already proposing is, so where they want you to put up your ID when you go on the internet. They want you to put an ID in, so you know exactly when you log into like your Gmail account or your Google account. They always ask you where the address is to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can skip it for now, but it's gonna come a point in time to where you ain't gonna be able to skip it. You gotta have to put your address so they can run it through the data center to see if you a dissenter. You're a dissenter. He's a dissenter. You know, he's a resistance. Like what's my nigga Hunter? They with the resistance. So that's how they gonna integrate all this shit. That's why it's gonna be like a police state. You ain't gonna be don't move.
Thought police.
The thought police, you don't what you thinking. You know what I'm saying? Or you thought you was gonna do a crime minority report with the bitches that's in the water, the pre-crogs. The bitches in the water pre-cognizant. You know what? Bro, you know I was in here having visions, bro. Of a nigga breaking the bitch. They come to a nigga house and throw your ass smack down in prison.
That is bugged out, bro. I didn't even do the shit.
That shit crazy.
Hey.
Bro, but look. and then they'll give people who grown but they into children. If it's a thing where they do where they just say they just think about it, they ain't do it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's allowed for them to fantasize about children and shit like that as long as they don't act on it.
That's bugged out, man.
But the Lord said that's like doing the same. That's doing the act.
You talking about the adultery part?
Think upon it, it's still like you did the act.
Yeah, bro.
It's more so like when you contemplating on it though. You know what I'm saying? That's more so what the Lord is talking about. Because every bugged out thought that you can possibly have, it happens in the flesh, literally, bro. If any brother in here said otherwise, you lying. You know what I'm saying? Any bugged out thought you can think of, the flesh has thought about it. It's more so when you actually, like, say a bugged out thought comes to you, it's when you start to contemplate on that, you hone in on that specific thought, and you start to contemplate on it, and then you start to bring it forth into action. That's when it, you know what I'm saying? Because it tells you in the book of James, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? James 1st chapter, I believe. So that's more so what the Lord is talking about, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord ain't gonna fault you for having a bugged out thought. You know what I'm saying? It's more so when it's more so when you start to act upon that thought. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, did y'all see that skit with R. Kelly? When he got it.
Yo, Kelly.
That's
fucking
That's the creepy about to get in, man.
Yeah, they gonna have a movie. I hope they make a show like that. Running Man. Brothers who ain't seen the movie Running Man, 1987, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Barbara Bush, do yourself a favor and go watch it. You know what I'm saying? They gonna have that Running Man, bro. You know? The Hunter virus. They gonna hunt you niggas with the Hunter virus. Because, like I said, it's a database. Trace contacting. That's what trace contacting is what? When they motherfucking do an investigation, or who house he went over? What time was he here? When did he get back home? He drove how many miles around the city? He stopped at this gas station. He touched this pump.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's what they gonna do. He take this
Yeah,
pump.
weird,
All right,
man.
look, now another person came, touched this pump right after him, and didn't clean it, didn't sanitize it. This how these devils do, man.
And you know what will make all that easier? The mark of the beast.
There you go.
And China was on that crazy time when the C1 was happening, man. Them niggas, they already got that police state set up. So, and what's the nigga name? Carl Schwab. He said they're a good role model on how you want America to be.
Trump said that too. Trump said that too. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. They make these other countries the examples.
But yeah, but see the thing about them, that's what they're a product of the environment. They was raised up in a type of environment to where it's like it's a monarchy, so to speak. Where it's a dynasty, the Ming dynasty, and all this shit. The history, it ain't like that in America. You niggas don't. You know what I'm saying? You niggas fucked your subjects up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You fucked it all up. It was like that at one point in time in this country, but now everybody divided. There's so many philosophies. Every motherfucker ain't on one accord. Some motherfuckers killing their family, their sisters, their mothers. Like, bro, people not on one accord, but that's what it is over there. They got people over here say the government and the politicians and the political leaders, they say they corrupt. Niggas won't dare say that about their government in China.
dictatorship.
Cause why? Niggas gonna be coming up through that bitch.
You know what? Now they on the door.
But nah, over here they give you constitutional rights. You got the right, the freedom of faith. You got the freedom of religion. You know what I'm saying? They done created this facade for these people, and people really started to believe this shit was true.
Well, that's the thing that on Rome had. They basically like treated their civilians first class citizenship, where like even Paul did that when he used his Roman citizenship. When it came against him, you know what I'm saying? He's like, you ain't know I was a Roman, did you? So, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring you up on this charges, man. But that's why they want to put you people, degrade you to a third world country or second class citizen. So you know what I'm saying? You don't have that privilege. Yeah.
I got it real quick. Matthew 12 and 25.
You want to close,
It says, and Yahweh knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. So everything you brothers mentioned going to division is about, is manifested as here. You know, it used to be a lot of people don't want to pour it back into America, but like your brother mentioned, all these opinions, everyone has a song, a revelation, a doctrine. You know, it brings about division. You got households that's divided. People argue at work about politics, sports, and they're not, everyone's not on one accord. And they always say, well, if we could just come together, we could be great as a people. We got to come together under the fear of Yahweh Shema. That's it. Anything else is a man is gonna come to naught, man. And that's what our people fail to realize, and that's why they'll never achieve what they set out to do.
Yeah. They never achieve it.
And the Lord doing it, like we just read. You know, he said, Satan be divided against Satan. He cannot stand but has an end. So he's telling you this is his end.
Yeah. If we don't ones looking forward to this.
Right.
Like when we see the world getting like worse,
Right.
we like yes.
Right.
Yeah, we if the other people like, oh my God.
Yeah, I did a video. I titled it "Pray for the Worst."
No, for real. That's a beautiful lesson, Lord. When I'm gonna watch it, because we actually hoping that this place gets worse. You know what I'm saying? Because the worse this place gets, the better it gets for us.
Right.
You know
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We even with this H-Town virus.
Yeah.
Right. Whatever I'm saying, like whatever.
Yeah, like that.
We started this.
He trumped your car.
But whatever, however, the people hypothesizing, whatever, however Esau do it, whether it's whether he release something for real, whether he triggers something that people already got. I hope Lord actually have him do shit for real. Like, I'm trying to start seeing niggas drop. Like, I'm trying to go to work and have my coworkers ain't there no more.
No, for real.
Like, let's get this shit rolling.
Like you talking to the nigga then mid conversation.
Everybody else gonna be panicking. You're trying to hold in the fucking laugh.
Yeah, right. No, for real. You on your lunch break, you do a video on that nigga.
Yeah, no, you smoke my coworker.
It'll bug people out that you're not moved by it.
Yeah.
Or passionate about the matter. It'll fuck people up.
Yeah, we gonna praise the Lord.
Real talk.
That's what you do.
Yep.
When you see the Lord bringing judgment on these
Yep.
things, you say, so let you celebrate.
Yep. And we hit that.
We gonna pop a champagne for
Yeah,
it.
for real.
You know,
And
it's gonna be a celebration.
Oh, that's
That's what's gonna be.
That's
I
just
got
the
a
Job
quick
5 chapter said, famine and death. You're
What
alive.
the scripture said, happy is he that live to see the fall of his enemy. If the nigga fall down dead right in front of you, I would be happy.
I brought out today Psalms 58 to talk about
The righteous shall rejoice when you see it.
we shall watch the feet and the blood of the wicked. Just real quick, Proverbs
Right,
3.
I might get that nigga.
Never like your ass no.
Spit on that nigga.
Proverbs 3 and 25, it says, be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh. Because the wicked gonna be made desolate, you know, and it's gonna happen on a sudden. So the scripture telling us not to be afraid of it when it happens, man. Of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked. To be desolate means to pretty much be deleted, man. Here it is, you go from being a populous city, Babylon the Great, to, you know, the Lord reducing that number, man, by way of judgment, you know. So you need to be moved when these things happen, man. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, 10,000 you might say that? Yeah. So scriptures like that, they shall be slain from one end of the earth to the other. Scriptures like in every place, you know, dead bodies, man. Scriptures like that. So when it happens, we shouldn't be, you know, moved.
Yeah, shook up.
Amos 8 and 3, and the songs of the temple shall be howlings in that day, saith the Lord Yahweh. There shall be many dead bodies in every place. They shall cast them forth with silence. So that's what's coming, man. Judgment. Yeah, brothers. Closing precepts.
Yeah, get some. Get another precept real quick.
I got one.
Get the one where the Lord talk about the Matthew 24, the signs. Yeah.
Matthew 24, verse 6.
No pump fake.
No, I was just wondering if you want to start at the top, but I can read. I can go straight to the point. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye.
I mean, you could have read up.
Yeah.
Watched like 3 or something.
It says in Matthew 24, verse 3, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And
Yeah. Go ahead, keep going.
what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
Right. So the Lord gave us signs, man. You know what I'm saying? Tawah. That's the Hebrew word for sign. You know. So that's in Tawah, the beautiful tokens. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we measure the time, diligently itself. So the Lord mentioned about diseases, man. He literally mentioned that it's a pestilence. That's what you know what I'm saying? That's what a pestilence is.
It says, verse 4, and Yahweh answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach.
So that's one thing that's going to be happening. You know? Right? Before the return of the Lord, you're going to have a lot of people saying, you know, yeah, I got the truth. Right? I got the truth. No, I got the truth. Right.
It says, and shall deceive many.
Yeah, right. That's why I'm saying, even in the Apocrypha, they talk about people going to be taken away in a great number. Because they deceived by these philosophies and these wayward doctrines. You know what I'm saying? So that's what these false prophets do. Whether they're into Islam, whether they're into Buddhism, whether they're into Judaism, whether they're into Christianity, they're Methodist, Catholic, Presbyterian, Pentecostal, you know, Seventh-day Adventist, Jehovah's Witness, right?
Matthew 24, verse 6 now. And ye shall hear.
Now, all that shit was the white man. Well, really, it go back to Jake, who was going into the history of with Constantine. You know what I'm saying? With Constantine the Great. And him mixing lies with the truth. Because he had a disdain for the prophets, the apostles, and the elders, the archangels. He was an apostate. You know, like a majority of other Jakes. But go ahead.
It says in Matthew chapter 24, verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Right, we see that. We've been seeing that. Cause the news don't talk about Ukraine on this much no more, bro. The alternative media be talking about it though. Like niggas like Canadian Prepper, niggas like Full Spectrum Survival, and other sources, right? So, Shadow ban. They don't talk about Russia and Ukraine no more. They stopped mentioning China and Taiwan. What you think that shit just died down? No, that's shit still bubbling up too. You know?
It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass.
It's a rumor about China and America going to war, which really is in the scriptures. It's literally gonna happen, but it's a rumor going around now about China and America. Well, because of course that's affecting the Chinese economy with this blockade of Iran. And then it was another strait, the Strait of Malacca. The elder Malcolm, when he had went into it, and I forget who was going into it. He said, "Cause you got 3 straits, like choke points. That's what they call them." The Gulf, what's that shit called? The Strait of Hormuz. That's number 2.
That's it.
That's the second one. The first one is called the Strait of Malacca, and they said that 80% of Chinese goods travel through that. You know what I'm saying? They were saying about how it's on the coast of like Indonesia, India, something like that, and how the United States, they got an agreement with them niggas. So they talking about blockades with that. So I'm just using that as an example of a rumor of war. You know? Go ahead.
It says, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Right. Because just like we was mentioning, earlier in the lesson, we was talking about the technology, the technocracy, the blockchain, the man merged machine, the Teslas, the microphones, the cameras, the facial recognition, all this shit combined into one. Go ahead.
It says in Matthew chapter 24, verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
There you go. So it's gonna be famine. That's coming, and they call it a controlled famine. That's what this one is, right? Famines of biblical proportions. Because even in times of famine, it's always food.
Yeah.
Famine just means extreme scarcity. It don't mean it's nothing, no food, nothing, no chickens, nobody got nothing. No, that shit just being what you call it, hoarded. Yeah, but that's what it is. It's being distributed. It's being rationed. That's a better word. It's being rationed out. You know, so that's coming. The famine that's coming to this place. You know, how do we know that? Because we put 2 and 2 together through a process of elimination. You got when you look at these different commerce, that's the word. When you look at commerce, traffic, you know what I'm saying, transport with the diesel, right? Everything's gonna start going up, especially like processed shit. That shit gonna be more expensive than natural food, processed shit. Cause they got the plastic, you know what I'm saying, the containers and shit, the packaging, right? Go ahead.
It says Matthew chapter 24. I looked at the word pestilence, and it's limos.
Strong's G 3061.
Loimos is like a plague, literally the disease, pestilence. And verse 8 says, St. Matthew 24, verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows.
Yeah, God. So this is the beginning of sorrows. And you people sorrowful right now. People like, I was just getting my life together. Now this is the right. I seen the video with this Jake. He was like, He was complaining on there, bro, about it. I was just started to get my fucking life together. Now I'm about to go to war. It's this and that. You know what I'm saying? So
Niggas is
it's
mad.
just the beginning, man.
They mad as fuck at that pump, man. Niggas just putting like $100 in their fucking tank.
And that depends on what kind of car you got. Because if you got a truck or some shit that run on premium,
Oh man.
you put
Bro,
more.
nigga at my job, he's been putting $100 to $150 in their truck every 2 days.
That's crazy, bro.
I mean,
150,
Damn,
that's $300, bro.
man.
In 4 days.
the Elder Hawaii did a lesson
Shit.
about Cuba and 5,000 pesos, which is the equivalent of $40 a gallon.
Oh
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
was talking about to fill your tank would be $282, and that's a regular gas. You just had a Jake go online and show that he spent $1,100 for diesel for a semi truck. It was about 100 to 150 tank, gallon tank that he filling up. But that's a lot of money, man.
I forgot what state it was. I think it was Houston or something like that. I
Right.
saw this nigga woman. She had a Toyota, and she feel like it took 10 gallons to fill up her tank. But anyway, it came with the $80
Yeah.
just to get to do this shit. Though.
Right, and we can't forget the tariff tax
Yeah.
that they put on the imports, everything that come into this country. So now that's going to, spill over into the consumer. You want this shit.
What?
It's because you got something on the supply and demand.
Mhm.
It's a demand for all this shit. That's why Esau bring this shit in. Granted, he created the demand, but now that niggas is hooked on it, they want to keep receiving this shit.
Mhm.
So you gotta pay for it. Yesterday's price is not today's price. It's inflated.
They said Shell gas station reported
$7 billion. Niggas say he made it $7 billion.
Crazy.
And like ever since the shit started though. Not bro. In a couple months, this nigga say he made $7 billion off selling gas.
Not an M, bro. It'd be
$7 billion, bro.
So really, he really made probably like a billion. This inflation. You know what I'm saying? That's 7 billion million, like a billion for real. Cause he still gotta pay for other stuff.
Oh, that's
And it ain't, that buying power ain't the same.
That's it.
Yeah, man. So with that, we pray this edify. I want to give our glory and the praises to God.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekapadash.
Shalom, see Apostle Elizabeth, Shalom, Allah, Bakia, Allah, Bakia, Allah, Bakia, Allah, Bakia.
Baba,